Have you ever watched the movie Mean Girls? That's kind of the world we're living right now. Everybody has a social media account, either TikTok or Twitter or Instagram, and we have likes and engagement and numbers of views. And basically, what we are doing is creating a worldwide rank of popularity. I don't know, maybe Kim Kardashian is the new Regina George, but is it a world we wanna live in? I do think that people have the possibility to use social media and internet in general in a healthy and positive way. But every time I stop to look at it and really analyze how I feel, how people who I live with feel, and how people talk about mental health in the internet directly connected to social media, I don't think we are making much progress. Social media is relatively new, but I don't know. You see, because some years ago, maybe 10 or 15 years ago, you could compare yourself to your siblings or your colleagues at school, or maybe when you get older, colleagues at college or at work. But now we just compare ourselves to basically everyone to exist and to have a social media account, and that's certainly hard to handle. I know, and I have the confidence that we could do that in a healthy way, but at the same time, I don't think we are doing it correctly. You see, you are setting yourself to fail because you are engaging in a game that you don't have a chance to win. You don't have a whole team of people. You are not a professional editor or a professional designer, and if you are posting on social media to you or maybe to your close friends, then I think that's kind of okay. But if you are trying to reach a major audience, who are you measuring your success? You know, who is the parameter of success in social media? Is it Billie Eilish? Is it Kim Kardashian? I don't know. But you see, fame has gotten a little bit weirder as the time passed, because we kind of feel like we are closer to famous people, but actually we're not. It is still very distant and very unreal to think that we could live the life, or even that we actually know the artists we follow, but we get the feeling that we do, you know? We get the feeling that, oh, anyone could be famous, or you get the feeling that you know certain people because you follow everything they do on Instagram. But the reality is we don't, and we never will actually. Because if we don't know ourselves, how could you possibly say that we know anybody else, you know? It's really hard if you are trying to achieve something that it's measured by an algorithm that you don't really know how it works. On YouTube, for example, many people talk about it, how the algorithm can be unfair and how it sometimes doesn't work how they think it should, or even that some big YouTubers or the small ones, they just don't know how the algorithm works at all, and it's kind of secret of Google. I don't really know. And if you attach your own worth to being successful on YouTube, for example, and you don't really even know how YouTube works, how the algorithm works, And then you look, for example, at Emma Chamberlain or any other big YouTuber, and you think, oh, they are successful. Maybe I could do it too. But then, could you really? I don't think life is fair. So therefore, I don't think the internet is fair. But I get that we are trying to connect all people, and then if you really are all connected, as we say we are we trying to achieve something good as a result in the end? You know? I'll be really clear with an example. Are we trying to solve um, wars around the world? Are we trying to raise money to people who are hungry in Africa or any other country? Are we paying attention to mental health programs? Are we, you know, trying to be better? Or are we just connecting and using social media to extend our selfishness and our ego and just the shallowness of life in general? Because if we really are doing that, I don't really think I would be proud to be a part of it. If all we do is just compare ourselves to celebrities, then I don't think engaging in social media is something worth of doing. But at the same time, I think that raising social media is not going to solve anything, because as cliche as it sounds, it is just a tool. So people use it however they want. But then I feel like we touch on the subjects, but not enough, and we are not solving the problems. You know, sometimes we talk about the problems, but um, we don't really make a real effort to change. So if women are being held to absurd standards for the beauty community, then let's break it. It just doesn't exist anymore. Let's try to, you know, set achievable standards. If people are trying to be, I don't know, fat phobic or, you know, just homophobic or racist, let's just break it. Because you see, one thing that the internet in general and social media as well have the power to do is um, creating volume in movements. So, for example, if 10 years ago, maybe 10 years is too little, if 20 years ago just the big corporations had the resources and the money, and if you were unsatisfied with something, you just had to live with it. Now, if a lot of people they unite to, you know, talk about it on social media, it's likely that then the brand will listen, or, you know, the big companies will listen. And I think that's how we should go about it. I don't think we should keep engaging in social media like if it was a popularity contest, you know, or this worldwide rank of popularity. I really think we should use it to make something good, you know? Social media can be entertainment, and I think it is, but also, at the end of the day, if most people are just trying to fulfill their own selfishness, then we're gonna end in an empty world. And I would not like that. If I could contribute for it to be a little better, then I would and I will. So it's about it. Do you think, is it possible that in the future social media will be place, you know, I don't know if free is the word, but mental healthier place? If so, please let me know in the comments. I would really like to be able to share a little bit and to read what are your thoughts on it. So, thank you.